Who funds most space exploration missions? Have you ever wondered who is behind the funding of those incredible space missions we hear about? The answer might surprise you. Most of the funding for space exploration missions comes from government space agencies. The largest contributor is the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, commonly known as NASA. For the fiscal year 2025, NASA has a budget that ranges from approximately $7.6 billion to $9.9 billion. This budget is allocated to various deep space exploration projects, including the Artemis lunar missions and Mars mission development, as well as operations for the International Space Station. This funding is essential for developing spacecraft, conducting scientific research, and driving technology innovation. NASA also partners with commercial companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin to create components like lunar landers. These partnerships allow for a collaborative approach to space exploration, combining government resources with private sector innovation. But NASA is not alone in this effort. Other significant government space agencies around the world also contribute to space missions. The European Space Agency, known as ESA, the Russian Space Agency Roscosmos, the China National Space Administration, and the Indian Space Research Organization, known as ISRO, all have their own budgets dedicated to space exploration. However, NASA remains the largest single source of funding globally. In addition to government funding, private sector companies and nonprofit organizations also play a role in space exploration. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin not only receive government contracts but also invest their own capital in developing launch vehicles and spacecraft. Nonprofit organizations, such as the Planetary Society and the University's Space Research Association, provide grants and conduct research to support space exploration. For instance, the Planetary Society has helped increase NASA's planetary exploration budget by $1.5 billion. In summary, government space agencies provide the majority of funding for space exploration missions through national budgets focused on science and technology. This funding is supplemented by private companies through contracts and investments, as well as by nonprofits that advocate for increased funding and support research. This funding structure allows for the development of complex missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond, while also advancing space technology and scientific discovery.